In Maryland, in Baltimore, that leads up to Baltimore, that we now understand has collapsed. We understand that potentially there may have been casualties. The authorities in the area around the Francis Scott Key Bridge are talking about possibly a very serious incident. The police are saying that workers and potentially cars ended up possibly in the water. We're waiting for details on this, but this is a significant moment.
Yeah, and we're going to get the video for you shortly, but it does seem as if a large vessel, this is according to various reports from the area, certainly AP carrying stories that say that a large vessel crashed into the bridge. You can see that clearly in the video. It's crashing into one of the supports of this bridge and then sending, it seems by these reports, multiple cars into the water. So of course the focus is on getting people out.
For our international audience, I think this is important to kind of understand where this bridge is strategically. I think we're going to get live pictures in a little bit, but this is the first bridge that gets you to Baltimore Port, and that port is in the top 15 in the entire country. This highway as well is a major transportation hub. If you were going from, say, DC to New York, for example, that then this highway that they're seeing that crosses the bridge is one to avoid the traffic of DC and Baltimore. So there is a lot of commercial traffic as well. This is, of course, happening in the early hours. You're seeing live pictures right now of the bridge. And again, we're still getting some numbers around who and what has been impacted in terms of the vessel itself and the people injured.
Absolutely. Our focus will be initially on the people that have been injured, the rescue effort that is underway to try and save as many of them as we can. This looks like a substantial bridge collapse, and if vehicles are in the water, this is obviously a very dangerous and fraught situation. There will be potentially larger implications.
Has entirely collapsed after being hit by a container ship. This is the moment it happens. You can see the ship hitting a column of the Francis Scott Key Bridge on the left of the screen. The bridge quickly collapses. The Baltimore City Fire Department is currently at the scene. Its head says as many as 20 workers are believed to have fallen into the river. Officers have confirmed the incident is being treated as a mass casualty event after it happened at about 1:30 a.m. local time. There's now a large multi-agency rescue and recovery operation underway. The Baltimore Mayor, Brandon Scott, says he's aware of the incident and is in contact with local authorities. Well, this is where the incident happened. As you can see in the eastern state of Maryland, the Francis Scott Key Bridge crosses the Patapsco River. The bridge is a key transport route in the city. Traffic is being diverted throughout. Well, here's a witness briefly describing the scene.
You want to know what the bang was? Ship hit the Key Bridge, sinking, the bridge is gone.
Well, we're seeing some live pictures now at the moment of the scene where rescue workers are still trying to establish the scale of the disaster here after that ship hit one of the columns of the bridge and caused it to collapse, as you saw so quickly there. It was about 1:30 local time that the container ship hit the bridge, and 7 people, at least 7 people, and several vehicles have fallen into the river, and that's according to the Baltimore City Fire Department, who are currently at the scene. Well, Simon Jones is in our newsroom, has been monitoring this. So what's the latest on the numbers of people who might be affected by this?
Well, absolutely extraordinary pictures, but that has prompted a huge response from the emergency services. We were initially told they feared 7 people were in the water along with a number of vehicles. They have now upped that number to up to 20 people are feared to be in the water, and this is proving to be a hugely challenging rescue operation. It's being led by the fire service. They're describing this as a mass casualty event. Now, they have a number of challenges, not least, as you can see from these live pictures, that it's still dark. You can see the emergency services blue lights flashing, but they are trying to find people in the river below the bridge that has collapsed in the dark, plus also with the challenges that this huge piece of infrastructure has come down. It's a road bridge that's about 3 kilometers long, gives you a sense of the size of it, and so that presents some challenges because what they have to do is make sure that those rescuers who are going into the water looking for...
Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors and blessings for the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us this truth. Salutations and blessings for the 144,000, the 1/3 men, women, and children scattered abroad, and the rest of the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. My name is Aria Al Yahawada of GMS Hawaii, coming at you with the latest breaking news. As you can see the video, Baltimore Bridge collapse triggers major, whatever it says. Baltimore Bridge collapses after ship collision. Okay? And we know that this is no accident. There's no such thing as an accident. This is all of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And it's no coincidence or anything like that this happens right after we have had this past weekend the Passat. You know, because we per Apostle Tahar, we've been praying that this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And so here it is. You know, this could be the beginning of many more judgments from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai on this wicked place. So I'm gonna let the video continue to play. I just wanted to, put this on wax real quick. I'm sure some other brothers and elders are gonna bring this out. Baltimore Bridge collapses after ship collision. I'm surprised they're not saying it's a terrorist attack, But we'll see. This is just the beginning. We'll see what else they say. Latest breaking news: Baltimore Bridge collapses after ship collision.
Survivors will be safe themselves. So that's why all the emergency services in the area are responding to this. It's being described as a huge event, and the eyewitness you just heard from really gives you a sense of the shock that people are experiencing, a feeling about this. He saw, or heard the moment at least, that this container ship went into the bridge, and his response was one of simply disbelief. But at the moment, for the emergency services and the authorities, they have to put aside that initial shock, that disbelief, and focus on that rescue operation with up to 20 people at the moment, we're being told, in the water.
And tell us a little bit about the container ship, because there were early reports that it actually had started to sink. What's happening to the container ship itself?
Well, we're told at the moment by the firm which owns that container ship, it's actually registered in Singapore and was heading, we're told, to Sri Lanka. Now, we're told that that ship at the moment, that the crew members on board that ship have been accounted for and that they are all well and there were no injuries amongst those members of crew. But the firm that owns this ship is saying that an investigation will be launched. But I think at the moment there are going to be lots of questions about how this could have happened. It's a very big container ship, around 300 meters long, how it managed to strike a part of the infrastructure, and also questions about how this managed to bring the entire bridge down. A bridge like this would have been built to withstand a degree of collisions. There was always the possibility of that. It's a major road infrastructure bridge. We're told that it carries around 11 million passengers, vehicles travel across that bridge each year. So some real questions about infrastructure here. But I think in terms of the ship itself, then the owners of it are saying, yes, there will be an investigation. They will operate.
Because I'm at the job, so I got to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. one precept that comes to mind is Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24, where it says, man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Hashai. See, Yahweh Shemi Hashai controls everything and everyone. So if this captain of this ship, the results of what happened, obviously is controlled by Yahweh Shemi Hashai. So you can see that this video, 5 minutes has played. I'm gonna just let it play out. If any more precepts come to mind, I'll just bring them out. But ultimately, I just wanted to make the point that nothing happens by accident, nothing happens by chance. Everything happens because Yahweh Shemi Hashai wants it to happen. He is in control at all times, and that's whether you believe it or not. Okay, nothing happens without Salakia, Yahweh Shemi Hashai signs off on it. That's what Proverbs 20:24 means. Man's goings, that word goings means your steps. Everything you do is controlled by Yahweh Shemi Hashai. There's another precept in one of the epistles where Yahweh Shai roughly paraphrased and said, a sparrow doesn't fall to the ground unless Yahweh Shemi Hashai signs off on it. Lord willing, I'm going to get that precept after this video plays out.
Fully with that, but at the moment the priority has to be those people who are potentially in the water, up to 20 people we're told.
Indeed, so the focus on the rescue operation at the moment. In the meantime, the bridge is part of Interstate 695, isn't it? So quite a major piece of infrastructure. Tell us about the diversions and how much impact it's having on the area.
Sometimes, the only thing more difficult than running a business.
All right. I'm going to end it on that because I want to get these precepts out, you know. Let's get that first one out. I mentioned Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Yep, things starting to ramp up, and it usually ramps up after the Messiah. You know, Proverbs chapter 20. We're gonna go to verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, all caps, Yahweh Shemi Hashai. How can a man then understand his way? NLT. The Lord Yahweh directs our steps. See? And as I said, that's why you don't have to believe it in order for him to direct your steps. So why try to understand everything along the way? See, they're going to try to understand, why did this happen? How did this happen? You know, they're going to do a huge investigation. But these people who are doing the investigations, if you tell them, well, this was of the Lord, they're not going to believe it. They're going to continue to try and understand. It's easier to understand it if you just accept the fact that this was done by Yahweh Shemi Hashai. But faith is a gift. The majority of the people on this earth, they don't have faith in anything or anybody, especially in Yahweh Shemi Hashai. You know? So I'm going to end it on that. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. On to the next one, Lord willing. Hey, repent. Stay prayed up. Because things are going to start happening. Remember, this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So you want to draw close to the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hashai. Otherwise, it could be you. On to the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.